You know the vibes. Bryce King, what up? We here. Long week. I'm a little later than I wanted to be, right? And the reason behind that is I've been a little sick. I don't know if you can hear it. Slightly nasally. But that's life, right? Yeah. Let me make sure. We don't want to peak. We don't want to peak. Hold on here. Let's get our numbers down. Can we do we still sound good? Yeah. So anyway, how we doing? Yeah. Good week for wrestling. My week was all right other than that, man. Just being sick is annoying. We all know that. It's the winter. The hurricane. Like I feel like I live in New York, so the hurricane winds were a little ferocious this week. I don't know if anybody else dealt with it. You drop it in the comments if you had a crazy week with the weather. You know the vibes. If you are listening to this on Spotify, iHeart, Apple, go over to YouTube, hit the subscribe notification bell. If you are tapped in on YouTube, go over to Spotify, Apple, iHeart, comment, rate, subscribe. What else? Patreon and Discord is on the way this year. New year, we're going to start everything up. PayPal Expensive Heat, Cash App, $ Reflex Vision Inc. if you want to help keep the lights on. Price Game Snipers, salute to you if you're in the lounge. You know the vibes. I don't need a lot of your time, but I need a little bit. Let's talk about it. Saturday night's main event. I feel like the road here has been a little rough, right? We've been up slope, down slope, up slope, down slope. I don't know what it is because I feel like after WrestleMania 40, I feel like I didn't think that was going to be the peak of where we could have went, right? Because it kind of plateaued and then started to go downhill. I don't know if it's if there's changes in creative going on. I don't know if it's injuries that's causing a lot of turmoil and things like that. But wrestling's been a little mid, right? We can admit that. I can admit that. You should be able to as well. We all watch WWE. If you tapped in here, you know WWE is the primary of what we speak about on the show. So we can say when it's good, and we could also say when it's not that great. It's been all right. What are we gonna do? But I felt like this was a good. You know what's crazy about Saturday night's main event? When they brought it back, I wasn't like, I can't wait for this to happen, right? Because it's like a glorified SmackDown. It feels like, feels like. Pause just in case, because you know.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
Hey yo. Hey, yo.
But yeah, I feel like the Saturday night main events have been better than the PLE sometime, right? Shout out to my wife. We've been saying, I've been enjoying this way more than I've been enjoying certain PLEs. And every Saturday night main event smoked WrestlePalooza. WrestlePalooza was a 3 at best, right? Shout out Saturday night's main event. I feel like it was booked properly. I enjoyed it. Let's break it down. Cody versus Drew. 3 out of 5 stars. Match started off very strong. It was pretty good all the way through. A little sloppiness on the ref's behalf. Got caught up in the turnbuckle area almost 3 times. I don't know if he confused the spot he was supposed to be there for, and they mixed it up with the time. But the ref kind of made it a little stank. Yeah, wasn't a fan of what you did. We can call out all refs, right? If Aja getting dragged for a botched 3 count, which wasn't even her fault, we got to talk about it. What were you doing? Pay attention. You're lucky Vince ain't around. But with that being said, the match was a 3 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5, right? I'd be a little generous, right? We've seen this story before, and one thing I'm gonna come back to the overbooking for championship opportunities when we get to the end of this, but. Solid match. If you've seen the Cody match, you've seen them all. If you've seen the Drew match, you've seen them all. Great chemistry. Good timing other than the few times that it wasn't. Good match. Solid match. Jade versus Tiffany. 3 out of 5 stars for me. Not the cleanest of the lady wrestlers in terms of performance, right? The two of them tend to get a little on the sloppy side, a little reckless. That showed a few times. Jay got caught up on a few fallaway slams. I don't know if it was the communication or what, but I will say I like this new Jade. I do. Calm, collective, not trying to be overly athletic. We know you're athletic. We know that. Trying to be overly athletic with the frame and the structure you have of your body, I think you need to chase this direction a little more. Powerhouse, right? beat the shit out of these little girls. You way too strong for this. This is what we needed, right? Dominance. But dominance that makes sense. Not like the AEW run, but this dominance makes sense. Because now you can wrestle a little bit. Not the best yet. You're getting there. Working. You can see it shows. It shows in your performance. You look good. This was one of the better Jade matches that I've seen since she came over. Salute to Jade. It was damn near a squash. Not a quick squash, but it was pretty much a one-sided match, which it should have been. Now let's shout out Tiffany, right? Shout out Tiff. Now Tiff, good run. Good run, and I felt like it was time, right? She wrestled everybody she could. They put the rocket on her way too fast, in my opinion, but she did a good job. She grew with the title. She did great. She did great. She wrestled her ass off. That's never been in question. One thing about Tiffany Stratton is she could go, right? We all know that. We could all agree there. Tiff is a beast, and it doesn't matter who she's in the ring with. The smallest of girls to the biggest and strongest of women. She's going to hang. She could do that. The two of them have been sloppy in the past multiple times. But the results were good. I enjoyed it. Good match. Solid match. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. I've seen better out of the two of them on SmackDown, but that was a good match. It was a good match for Jade. It was an all right match for Tiff. It was time, though, right? Tiff could go let her sit down for a couple of months. Right? Let her sit down for a little bit. Let her a little rest. She needs it. Let's get to the triple threat. Rusev, Penta, Dom. I was very torn here, but shout out to you. I can say I was torn, right? And my reason behind that is any one of those guys that gets that Intercontinental belt at this point deserves it, right? And this is going to further go into what I'm going to end with in terms of the overbooking of title matches. But, yeah, I feel like if anybody – I told my wife again, I don't want Dom to lose. But if he loses, I'm not mad at one of these guys getting that belt, especially Penta. Penta is that guy, and he seems to elevate every time, right? He's super over. When the time is right, that belt should go to Penta. It should. I feel like Rusev is in need of a rebrand, right? We need some kind of excitement or in both spectrums of entrance, right? Rusev doesn't really do much in terms of entrance until he's wrestling. When he's in the ring, beast. One of the best. One of the best strongmen, one of the best powerhouses, one of the best big men. All of that list is checked off when it comes to Rusev. Overly athletic for his size. Pause just in case. I feel like Rusev, I don't know if being that you were the last to come over out of this group of guys that came over, pause just in case. Yeah, that sounded a little wild, right?
Hey, yo.
I got a job to do. I got to police myself. It's just me here. Somebody got to police me. It might as well be me. But I feel like, not yet. Not yet. I wouldn't be mad at, like, you know what I wouldn't be mad at? If we're going to elevate that tag team division, Rusev and Gunther, that would be something. Remember I said this. Rusev and Gunther tag team run, that could be something devastating. There's no reason for Gunther to come back and chase the World Championship or the WWE Championship right now. Let's get some other titles checked off, right? Rusev, I don't think you need an Intercontinental title right now. You're killing it. Penta, before they send you over there to reunite for the Lucha Bros, I feel like that should be a run. It should be a run. Dom is doing great. Let it cook for a little while longer. But when the time is right, give that to Penta. That's my opinion. But that match was a 4 out of 5 for me. Great chemistry. Dom keeps finding a way to call back to the Eddie Guerrero days. And I love it. I love it. It's not corny. It makes sense. Dom has just become the wrestler I never thought he could be. Was not a Dom fan in the beginning. Short hair Dom, weird face. Yeah, I said it. I apologize if that ruins any interviews in the future. But yeah, Dom is the guy right now. And I said this before. If you can go back to any of the episodes, I said one of these days those boos turn to cheers, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm usually right. Dom has been everything I did not know he could become in terms of just being in his father's shadow, right? Completely different guy. Completely different guy. Student of the game. Figured it out. He is the guy. Judgment Day. Break it up at this point. No reason for it. No reason for it. Push Dom primarily. World Championship run somewhere in the next couple of years. Make it happen. Not mad at it. Capitalize on him being on fire right now. Absolutely. Let's get to Jay versus Punk. 4.5 out of 5. I did not expect to enjoy this match as much as I did. I figured it was going to be another, Jey Uso again for the belt. We all know the outcome here. Pause. I didn't think this match was going to be as good as it was. Jay is known for being sloppy, a little all over the place. Great charisma. Not the best wrestler. CM Punk, one of the best wrestlers, right? Clash. Great chemistry. I don't know if the out-of-the-ring stuff is what trickled over into the ring, made the chemistry even better, but it was great. Great match. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the pace. I enjoyed the story here. And they put the belt on the right guy. Shout out to Punk. I said, if you do not give that belt to Punk now, just stop booking him. Just stop booking him for the championship. We don't need to chase that road with no results here. Punk is the most over that I might have ever heard him be. Correct me if I'm wrong. The pop that I hear in this arena gets louder every fucking week. Last night, not the loudest, but Punk is super over. There's nobody else that should have that belt right now other than Punk, in my opinion. And I feel like it's long overdue. He should have had it before Seth got it back. We could have drawn that. We could have cooked a little bit on the briefcase. We could have. But now's the time, right? Now's the run. Things happen the way they happen for whatever reasons that they happen. Speedy recovery to Seth. But it's the right thing. It's the right call. Punk is the guy. Punk needs to carry this belt well into WrestleMania and probably a little bit after. Then we can switch it up a little bit. Make it make sense. You are right now, all the booking makes sense. Now let's talk about it. A little bit on the AEW side, right? One thing WWE might do is rub salt in the wound, right? Not every title holder. Let me watch what I say. Multiple title holders right now just came over from AEW, whether they originated in WWE or what. Right now, multiple AEW talent has came over and are now holding major championships. Jade Cargill, WWE Women's Champion. Right? Cody Rhodes, WWE Champion. CM Punk came back from over there, World Heavyweight Champion. NXT Champ, Ricky Saints. North American Champ, Ethan Page. Come on now. And doing work. Everybody that's holding that belt deserves it right now. They put in the pain. Ricky Saints might, outside of Cody Rhodes and Punk, Ricky Saints might be the most deserving in a short period of time. And you got to credit Ethan Page as well, right? Their feud is definitely what led to the appreciation I do have for Ricky Saints. Didn't care for him too much over there at AEW. Didn't care for a lot of wrestlers at AEW. But as Ricky might explain in interviews, it would be due to lack of creative direction, right? I like what they're doing right now. Amazing work. That right there brings me hope in the future and how things are going to be booked moving forward. Because we got Rumble around the corner. Let's be honest here. There's nothing more exciting than Rumble, right? I do wait for War Games. I do. But there's nothing more exciting than Rumble to me. I feel like if any PLE, because I've yet to go to a PLE. Of course, I want to go to Mania, but I've yet to go to a PLE. My first PLE I do want to go to, especially with the family, is Royal Rumble. There's nothing more exciting to me. That timer gets me every time. I love it. So, again, Jay vs. Punk, 4.5 out of 5. Really enjoyed the match. Great call, great booking, solid event. Now let's get to it. couple more things I want to check off the box. Check off the list, the box. We gotta. So this is not our grandfather and our father's wrestling anymore, right? Things have changed drastically. We gotta reach into the archives for ideas and things that make a little more sense, right? Back when I was younger, right? Here go the old head moment. The champion wrestled, but it doesn't have to be a championship match every time. There's got to be a level of prestige for this belt that we shouldn't be able to figure out who's going to win based on how fast they got the belt. You know, if a guy got the belt Saturday and he's defending it on Monday or Friday, he's not losing the belt, right? We all know this. Why are we booking title matches over and over and over with the same guys over and over and over? They keep losing. There's no reason why Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre have been booked for championship matches this many times if we know they're going to lose. It doesn't have to be that. What happened to the good old days where they put the champ in a tag team match, especially with the Ops? What happened when they wrestled non-title matches on SmackDowns and Raw? Where are those moments that make sense? Everything does not have to be a championship match. It's too predictable. Right? In this circumstance, Jay and Punk makes sense, right? But you could have put LA Knight there. Make us wonder a little bit. Oh, maybe. I get it. Jay is the most over still, and he's not cooling off. No matter how much you tease that heel turn, it's not going to change. He is the guy next to Punk and Cody Rhodes. We can't ignore that. But at the same time, we got to make sense. How many title shots is he going to get? Multiple IC title shots. Won it once, took it off him in less than a month, if he made a month. Multiple heavyweight championship shots. Won it once, lost mad times. Like, what? How many times are we going to do this? And I get it, right? When you're at the top of that's what you're supposed to get is title shots. But why so frequently? The win-loss record is ridiculous, and I feel like that has to change. Stop booking in such predictable fashion. I don't. Who's in create? I gotta rewatch Unreal. I gotta start adding people on Twitter because what are we doing? There's little tweaks y'all could do to make us as fans go, oh, I don't know how this is gonna go. When I see it, I'm like, I know who's gonna win. And wrestling and creative and things like that, we see you guys on Twitter. Yo, just enjoy the show. Be fans. We try. We try to be fans, and then you serve us up some weird shit, and we become bookers in our brain where it's like, whoa, why would he do this? Why would this? It doesn't make sense. The one thing I do credit you guys for is allowing title changes on television. That's dope. We've seen title changes on SmackDown, Raw, Saturday Night's Main Event, even though that's considered a PLE. We've seen frequent title changes as of late, right? So it's not reserved for just PLEs. But we got to mix it up a little bit. So I get it. I do get it. But I feel like there's got to be a change. That's my critique on it. Overall, Saturday Night's Main Event, I'm going to give that a 3.5 to a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed that. Pause just in case again. I'm excited. So I want to end with John Cena. Last time is now tournament bracket. I did not see that being an option. I thought they already had I'm sure they already have planned who the final match is going to be. But I do like the idea here, right? Because it makes sense with the lack of days left for Cena, right? The tournament makes sense. 16-man tournament, beginning Monday, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or people that don't even work here. I don't know if they're fucking with us or what, but we all know what that means, right? Right? We can't act like that, though, because we're all alluding to the fact that it could be Edge, but who else could it be that's no longer there? Right? I like this. This is what I was saying with don't make it so predictable. I like that. But for me, Good weekend for wrestling. I don't know who his last match will be. We're all hoping it's Edge. Let me know what you think, right? At the end of the day, all heat ain't cheap.